1957 MGA. As you can see, finished in brilliant gloss white with a lovely red interior. This one has been upgraded from standard. It has a MGB B series engine in it, so that's the 1.8 4-cylinder engine. It's got a 4-speed manual, and we believe the engine's just had about £3,000 worth of rebuild work, including a new mild fast road cam. It's also had obviously new carbs and everything set up for that cam, all that sort of stuff. I've taken this thing down the road. I've driven plenty of MGAs. This one is spectacular to drive. It's got loads of power, torque, revs beautifully. Then obviously you get that lovely B series noise, which you obviously wouldn't have got on your standard A. It does come with a full tonneau here, and we've also got a lift out roof. Wants a good clean, which we'll do, but the windows on the back of it are all lovely condition. It's really actually pretty nice on both sides. All the framework is good, but obviously the owner likes the look of the car without the roof, so he's took it off and leaves the tonneau on. Obviously it'll stay like this with us. We'll clean that hood. Let's start by having a look at the bodywork. We'll start on the driver's side. If we look down this side, you can see it is nice and straight. It's not full of filler or ripples or anything like that. You might notice, just in the right lights, that the doors are 1 or 2 shades of white different. It's only barely noticeable. If you get up close to it, you can't actually tell the difference. You've just got to get it in the right light. So that is worth pointing that out. Start on this front driver's corner, go in the arch here, lovely and sharp and clean all the way around. If you check the description, we'll detail this car's history, but it was originally supplied in South Africa, so underneath should be a lot better than a British example. As you can see there, look at those outriggers and things like that, lovely and clean and tidy under there, really, really good. It's on 4 matching silver wires with the chrome knockoffs, nice condition. And then I believe it's got matching Hankook tyres all around. We have a Hankook on the front, loads of tread left in that. Like I say, lovely and sharp all the way around this arch, especially down the bottom here where it can get a bit crunchy. That sill's all nice and straight. There's a bit of road dirt on there that we need to get cleaned off. No marks to note on that front driver's wing. But on the top here where it meets the bonnet shroud, again, lovely and straight. That seems good all the way down. Chrome work on the front lamp is really good as well. Coming down this way, you've got a little mark here where the doors caught the wing at some point. It's obviously been adjusted since because it doesn't do it now. It's miles away. Rest of that door lovely and clean and tidy. Got a little sort of cap here where I guess it's had a different mirror at some point potentially, or a press stud for a hood. Got the rear quarter, again down the bottom there, lovely, clean and tidy. The arch itself, sharp all the way around. Another good wheel and tyre. And then again, the top of this wing where it meets the rear shroud. Again, lovely and tidy. Going round on the back, your tail lights are both nice and bright and clear. Bumper sits level. There's a tiny bit of pitting in the bumper. It could do with a good polish. It has been sort of stored in the barn for the last couple of years, so it wants a good clean off. It only used to come out and get used every now and then, so it does want a really good valet, I would say. All nice and tidy along the top here. It does have the fixed luggage rack, which I think on an A looks great, but again, simple enough to remove if you want to get rid of it. Nice and clean down that side, and then as we come around on the passenger side again, nice and straight all the way up. It's not ripply or full of filler. Lower half of this rear quarter is nice and tidy. This seam here, again, nice and neat. This arch, lovely and sharp. Another good wheel and tyre. We'll have another look underneath from here. See that nice clean exhaust there. Like I say, all those outriggers. Lovely and tidy. Nice and neat onto the passenger door. A little bit of dirt there, we'll ignore that. And then coming out the front wing, again, nice and tidy around all the seals. All good down the bottom there. The arch itself, nice and neat. Got a little stone chip just here, which actually feels like a bit of dirt just sitting on top of the paint, so I think that'll come off. Chrome work around the lamps and the light protectors is all nice and tidy. Same with the spot lamps on the front. Front bumper again sits nice and level, but could do with a good polish. Same story for the grille really. It is nice, but it could be that little bit better with a proper polish. Nice and neat underneath there. And then up onto the bonnet. Around the vents on both sides. and all good. Bonnet itself lovely and straight. So overall, very nice presentable car. Underneath lovely and tidy as well. Interior, if you're on an A, you've only got internal door handles, you don't have external ones. Nice and clean in the door shuts and the insides of the doors. Lovely red leather doors. These bins in there, really good. And then your driver's seat, got a tiny little bit of, that's actually dirt, that'll wipe off. Yeah, it's wiping off as a rubber. But all the seams are lovely and clean and tidy. Seats themselves are actually really comfy. Backs of them are all good. Any storage area there where your spare wheel pokes through. All the carpet's set lovely and dark. It's not got ingrained dirt or anything like that. Painted top of the dash is all good, as is the painted face of the dash. And you're on these nice clear gauges. It shows 58,000 miles, but if you check the description, we'll detail what we know about that. Steering wheel all nice and tidy. There's no real signs of any wear on that. We'll come around the side. We'll pop the boot and have a look in there. Boot release is behind the passenger seat. You've got this little ring pull. You pull like that, and there you go. So underside of the boot lid, again nice and tidy. Got your full size spare wheel. Got a bag with some Moss Brothers spares in there and some gaskets just in case you need them. But inside here, again lovely and tidy. The carpet set's not ingrained with any dirt or anything like that. Boot shuts nice and evenly. And into the passenger side, again we'll pull that door shut. Nice and clean on that. Got a bit of spilt polish there, we'll ignore that. But other than that, lovely and tidy on the passenger side. Back of the seat's all good. This side of the dash is lovely and neat as well. Bonnet release is on this side, so we'll pull that while we're here. And like I say, it's had a switch to a 1800 B series from an MGB. Really transforms the car. It's fabulous to drive. In here, nice and clean and tidy. Twin carbs, and it looks like it's had an upgraded starter motor in there as well. Lovely and clean on the bulkhead area. Normally you get sort of moisture trapped in these areas and a bit of rust, but as you can see, apart from a couple of dirty fingerprints, this thing's lovely and clean and tidy in there. Starts on the button, it's just ignition on, pull the starter switch. Again, it's going to have a slightly uneven idle with it having a cam in it. But honestly, when you get it down the road, it starts to really sing. So there you have it. MGA 1800. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.